Okay, let's go. Mm. Hey, everybody, Miles.
You didn't do it sing-songy like I did.
No, because I was drinking beer.
Sorry. What do you say?
I was drinking beer.
Oh, okay. You better watch yourself.
My son's been obsessed with me drinking this one lone beer that was in the fridge. So.
Oh, okay. Well, now you can put his
Yeah,
his fears to rest.
yeah.
I don't know what kind of beer is it.
I don't know, something called Blue Moon or
Oh,
something.
Blue Moon. You got a nice big orange slice on it.
No, we can't afford that.
I shaved this morning, but I got this one hair like Freddie Mercury lip hair going on over here. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's bothering me today.
Fat bottom girl.
Yeah, I'm like I just stuck my tongue out and I touched this hair and I'm like, what the fuck?
Uh, just like high school.
I always used to think, Freddie Mercury had his mustache came down over his lip a little bit, and I thought that's the
Yeah.
weirdest. That's the weirdest.
Well,
Sorry, I didn't
maybe.
mean to sidetrack everything like that with your
You
beer,
did.
but
Well, show's over. Start
yeah,
again.
I was just like, oh my god, like a spider on my mouth. Holy shit!
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was thinking that was weird too. Did
I
you?
missed the spot, I guess. Apparently, it's
Mm.
been there all day. So anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Peanut
weird. Weird.
in the side gallery
I
chiming
can't.
in here.
I can't. I'm hoping it's not like a stray pube or anything.
Somebody else's.
No, it's not. It's attached. I can tell. Weird. How
With
strange.
glitter.
How strange. How strange. I mean,
How bizarre.
I'm not one to have like, you
Yeah.
look like Fred Flintstone for fuck's sake, but
Hey, Fred.
you're like Barney.
Barney. Barney.
Come over here. And so anyway, so did you have a good holiday? Well, I actually asked this last week, but just to reiterate, did you have good
Yeah.
holidays?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
good.
all
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah, I,
What'd you
yeah,
get
I
your
made it
wife?
through it.
Did you get your wife anything?
I got her a
Gas grill.
I got her a phone charger that features a dog that's humping your phone that I've yet to see her use. I
Okay.
got her a back massager, which I have failed to see her use yet.
Really? What kind of back massager did you get?
It does a lot. Let me tell you that. Right?
Does it fit over her chair and like
It's like a
shiatsu?
tens unit. No, it's weird. It's like a folding.
It's like a tens unit.
It's a tens unit. It's
Oh
kind of like a
yeah,
tens
yeah.
unit.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I got her a nice sweatshirt,
Shit, you got a lot. Damn.
and we're going to be getting some nice recliners here
Oh, are you?
eventually.
Good for
We're
you.
shopping them out. Yes.
Nothing to take you to an early grave like a nice recliner.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're on your way.
Yeah.
No, no, we got nice recliners since you visited. Thank goodness it was after.
Since I fouled up your whole
Yeah, since you
house.
fouled up the house, we had to burn everything, and then get new stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have to put my
Wow,
scent
yeah.
on everything.
See, you got way more for your wife than I anticipated you even mentioning it. I was like, you were like, I don't know, I don't got nothing.
Yeah, but I haven't seen the humping dog thing yet.
It's right here.
It's humping
Yeah,
right
but
over here.
I haven't seen it like humping though. I mean, it's like.
I got his nickname is Miles.
Anyway. All right, we'll drop it. We'll drop it. All right, don't get all.
Well, I didn't. I got my wife a T-shirt with pictures of our cats, or like a long, more of
Yeah,
a sweatshirt. But yeah.
a naughty nighty.
Yeah, no. Anyway, I thought,
Did you get
sure,
the
you wouldn't have.
Did you get the picture underwear where you can put a picture of your face all over her underwear? Did you get
No,
her
I did
that?
not get that. No.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Would you though?
No, I don't think
No.
she wants my face on her underwear.
Okay. I'm just asking. I don't know what she's into. I'm just saying. I
Yeah,
don't know.
no, I don't think so.
Apparently not. She's a little prudish. Sounds like.
Actually, no, I'm prudish. My wife is definitely not prudish.
Oh, really? She's more of the adventurer. Oh.
I don't know if she would be an adventurer, but she's certainly not prudish. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I don't know. I was just watching that show, The Pale Blue Eye. And, they're always speaking French and all this stuff.
Okay.
Oh, that is the Grand Mole Appetit.
Oh.
I just want to make myself so smart, like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, the great adventurer.
Sound like Jacques Black Shellac, if you ask me.
Jacques Black.
So no, we went on a trip for Christmas. So that's
Fiji.
No,
Fiji.
we went to Colorado.
Ooh.
And to a nice little area called Estes Park.
In the middle of December.
Yeah, it was. Well, we did get snowed on and got some ice, but it all worked out.
And then we got peed on. Yeah.
No, I didn't get peed on.
Oh, okay.
But we did get stopped by elk in the middle of the road. But that was a whole.
We'd like to see your identification, sir.
Yeah. Well, they were more.
You're freaking out.
Grazing.
You're freaking out, man. Yeah. What the fuck?
But we spent Christmas in the Rockies. Yeah.
Yeah? Wow, cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I know you know this already, but I do have
I know. I'm pretending to act like this is my first time hearing it.
You knew that I went and everything.
Okay, you caught me lying. Okay, everyone who's listening, the whole 3 people that listen, including my nephew, right? I was lying.
He already knew I was doing that. But we did have a fun time, and I don't get out of that. This pandemic, has wrecked my going out of the house because nothing forced me to go out of the house very much until recently, and even now I'm not forced to go out that much. So this is one of those things that forces me to go out of the house and be amongst the unwashed masses. So, but one. So here's a few of these, this is this strange and humorous things that happen to us here. So here's a few strange and humorous things.
Cue the cue cards.
Yeah, here's good. Number 1. We were, my daughter doesn't live with us anymore. She lives in a whole other state. And so she met us. She flew into. We drove to Colorado because it's about 12 hours or something.
Yeah.
But she flew in to Denver, and we met her there.
Mm-hmm.
And as everybody knows at this point, the airlines were totally screwed during the holidays. So we made it to Denver, and she didn't. And so we spent one night in Denver waiting for her airplane to come in. So her airplane comes in, and she actually made it, which was a miracle because she had to actually switch airlines to get there, which is a whole
it
was a whole hassle. And the first leg, I'll just say it. She was on Southwest, and they took off, and she had to stop in Las Vegas, and in Las Vegas, they go, "Oh, your connecting flight got canceled." And she's like, "Well, what do I do?" And they're like, "I don't know."
Well, good luck.
Yeah, so we had to get her a hotel, and then we switched airlines because for whatever reason, Southwest is like, "Oh, well, we're not flying," and so we had to get her on a plane that took her from Las Vegas to Denver. So. Yeah. Anyway, so she makes it into Denver, and we'd spent the night, and then it snowed a bunch and was negative 13 degrees outside.
Oh, my God.
And so then we were waiting for her to arrive, and so she lands, and then we head over to the cell phone lot at the Denver airport, which is, the Denver airport, it's like, the cell lot, you can't even see the airport, you know what I mean? So it's just all this one giant area. If you've ever been there, I don't know, but
Isn't there some kooky story about Denver Airport or something? There's some
Oh
weird
yeah, there's a whole conspiracy that
weird thing.
there's an
Yeah.
underground base there and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
it's
I don't want to get
huge. It's a
bogged down.
massive. It's a massive airport. It's new. It's a newer airport. I've actually been there several times since it's been built. Because it was like in the early 2000s or late 90s when it was
Yeah.
built, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just a massive place. And you
Yeah.
like we stayed at a hotel near the airport, and the airport's about a
Mhm.
half an hour, 45 minutes away. So
Oh my God.
yeah,
Oh.
and you kind of go around. So anyway, we're waiting in the cell phone lot, and we waited in the cell phone lot for an hour and a half
Yeah.
for her to say, drive up to get me, because they lost her luggage. And then it turns out they didn't lose her luggage. They just didn't tell them everybody the right carousel to go to. And so it just took forever for her to get out of the airport. So, God forbid, we were at like 2:00, which is way past lunch for
Yeah.
most of the people in the car. And that's just not going to fly. Right. So
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
a certain point, the edict came down that we are going to get lunch. And
We're having Quiznos.
yeah, we're going to get lunch right now because this is not working out. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So I'm like, we wanted to go to, my son wanted to go to this place called Slim Chickens. I don't know if you've ever heard of a Slim Chickens, but
No, come
it's
on.
like a
God.
Cane's or Chick-fil-A kind of chain chicken
Yeah.
place.
Okay.
And there was one, by the airport, in the sense of it was about 20 minutes away. So
Oh God.
we head over to Slim Chickens, and of course, get to Slim Chickens, and she goes, "I'm ready."
Wah wah wah
So my
wah.
wife, in her, hungered wisdom, says, "Just take a Uber over to Slim Chickens,
Ouch.
and you can get some lunch with us. We're gonna eat." And so
I would have to be medicated at this point. I'm going to be
yeah.
honest. Like, I'd be like so fucking upset right now. I'd be
Oh
like,
no, I was just like, whatever. So I'm like, I don't want to spend any money. So I'm like, no, we don't. We're not going to pay for an Uber. I'll just drive over there while you guys eat. No.
Yeah.
We're eating our food.
Yeah.
We're paying for the Uber. It's Christmas time. Blah blah blah. You know how
Yeah.
how many times that's going to be said during this whole ordeal. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I'm like, fine. So my daughter gets her Uber, and they were there quickly because apparently they just circled the airport.
Yeah.
And she gets in, and the guy's got a sign that says, "I can't speak and I can't hear. Just type in, send me a text where you want to, or whatever, if you need a question or something, right?" So I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. So this guy drives her. She's like, he's already got the destination because it's Uber. It says Slim Chickens, and he's like double checking with her, kind of pointing at the sat nav or whatever. Yeah. So this poor mute deaf guy drives my daughter to Slim Chickens out by the airport and pulls up, and my wife runs out to get her. Oh, we're so glad to see you.
Yeah.
And this poor guy was so confused because it's
Huh?
like my daughter's like, you could just see it in his face. He was like, like, what am I doing? And then why is this woman running at the car, which is my wife,
Yeah.
to help my daughter out? And
Yeah.
it's just the most bizarre thing. You thought it was bizarre when you got in to say he was a deaf mute. Well, he
Right.
thought, what the hell is going on with these weird people going to Slim Chickens at the
Yeah.
airport? So that
Yeah.
was a whole weird kind of situation.
That's a
happened.
little bizarre. Yeah, it's something I wouldn't expect from an Uber driver, I
Yeah,
guess. But,
totally bizarre. I was speculating while we were eating. I was speculating that he was not deaf or mute. He just didn't want to talk to people.
this would be your whole
That would
gag.
I was like, this man is a genius. If I ever
This would
have to
be
be an
you.
Uber driver.
Yeah, if you ever force, God forbid, to Uber, this would be you. Like, I'm sorry.
That's right.
I can't speak
I can't
nothing.
speak. I can't hear. Just text me
I
if you
don't.
need something, and then everybody
You
will
don't
be,
have to.
and then they give you bigger tips. So
No, y'all. Yeah, he's working the tip. I can see that already, man. Like,
yeah. So
well,
I'm like, this guy's a genius. So we get our lunch and load, and we head up to Estes Park, which is treacherous in the negative degrees with ice on the road and everything.
yeah.
But we make it. And one of the first things we did, because we were staying at an Airbnb,
Mm.
is there was a grocery store in town, and so we went and got some stuff to drink and some snacks and so forth. And so I'm the driver, and so I don't and remember everybody else runs in. I think my kids and my wife to go pick out everything, and then I just pull up to get them. And I
Mm.
pop the trunk, we have the button, with the trunk,
Mm.
and they put stuff in, and then we head back to the Airbnb, and then they all go inside, and I said, I'll unload the groceries. Well, that was a mistake because I
Why
opened the
can't they help
back.
Dad?
What's that?
Why can't they help dear old Dad bring in the
Well, no, I
groceries?
said that's fine because we're tracking snow, and I'm like, just go in, take your shoes off. I'll bring it to the door, and you guys take and put it away.
With your bad knee? Oh,
Yeah, with my bad knee,
oh my
and
God.
so I opened the back, and I'm like, it's like a disaster. It's like literally somebody just took a shopping cart and poured it into the trunk of the back of the van. And
Nice.
I'm like, did the monkey load these groceries? I'm like, nothing was in a bag. Everything's like rolling around. You know what I mean? It's like chip dip rolling around, and
Cornelius.
yeah. And I had to put everything back in bags, and then slide my way up to the door. I'm like, oh my God.
Taylor, I've loaded up your van, Taylor.
Yeah, exactly.
But I
I'm just
wouldn't.
like,
I wouldn't go back there, Taylor.
it was possibly the worst grocery thing. It's just like somebody just dumped all the bags in the back.
I'm Billy's ass. Yes.
So I was like, well, that's weird.
And it's got monkey species in here too.
Yeah,
What the?
so who wiped their monkey butt on these bags?
Oh my
Luckily,
God!
nothing busted open, but I was appalled.
You
I declare.
you didn't bust a nut, did you?
No,
Doing it?
I did not bust a nut.
Didn't your wife say that a couple years ago?
Yes,
She was busting
she
a
thought
nut.
it had something to do with being angry, but in
I busted
not in
a
the
nut.
right way, like really angry, but not.
I've got bukkake, man.
So I cleaned all that up and got everything up
Yeah.
to the door, Matt, amazingly without hurting
Yeah.
myself. And so then we had the Airbnb was fine. It's like all these Airbnbs are like homes from the 70s that they have never been
Mhm.
updated. They're nice
Oh, yeah.
homes, you know what I mean? They're nice in 1975 or something.
Yeah.
They were like the pinnacle
Yeah.
of luxury, but now
Yeah.
45 years later,
Yeah. Right.
I mean, they're still nice, but not nice like today. So
Yeah.
that's what we had. It's a huge house, plenty of room for everybody and place for everybody to sit and everything, but still an old house. So they
Yeah.
had all these board games there and like puzzles and they didn't have like they didn't really have television. They had a bunch of DVDs that you could just pull off there, to play or whatever.
Yeah.
And because it's kind of mountainous, and ruggedish.
Mhm.
So, but it was
Mhm.
nice and everything. But the kids wanted to play Jenga.
Hey,
So
Dad.
they had the Jenga thing, so we're playing Jenga. And for some reason, and I think my daughter's the one that did it, she decided to stack them. You normally stack them on top of each other horizontally, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she's decided to stack them vertically.
Oh,
So
clever.
and I'm putting it out there, and my kids are probably gonna be mad at me, but we made this new game called Schmenga.
Well, at least it wasn't called Schmegma.
Yeah, it wasn't Schmenga. It's Schmenga. And you put them vertically, it actually works and is. I'll use one of my Schmenga pictures as the cover art because it's like this tower, and you can literally almost pull it apart to where it's like just barely hanging on there. It was the craziest thing. I thought for sure when we did this, she did this, and I'm like, this isn't gonna work, you know. And then we were joking around, and sure as shit, you can pull these pieces out of there, and it still stands.
I learned this in prison, Dad.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
What?
Just like Jenga, but actually, it's much more interesting. So,
Schmenga.
I think Schmenga is going to take the world.
Was this game supplied by the B&B or?
Yeah, they just had a bunch of games on a shelf. Yeah.
Oh, so other people have played with this pieces.
Yes,
and stuff like that.
that's when okay. So normally,
I just want to put this little seed in your mind.
No,
you know?
it was there. Trust me. I have.
Yeah.
People don't understand the amount of internal fortitude. Whatever word you want to say, internal fortitude, for me to go to Airbnb.
Mental illness, yeah.
Yeah. And so I have to get myself like really in a zone to get through this experience, you know what I mean? Believe me, the first time I use the bathroom is traumatic. And then once I get done with it, then I'm like, okay, it's not so bad. But actually, this leads me into the next story. So yeah, you're right. There's somebody else that played with that Jenga. I just had to get over it because I'm sleeping in somebody else's bed. I'm using somebody else's bathroom. I'm taking somebody else's shower. You know, I have to really, you know, it wears on me for these.
It's like being at my house.
Yeah, exactly. I can't go into your house, for Christ's sake. That's like even worse.
I know all my germs are all over. Yeah. I know you drinking out of my glass. You're like, oh.
I prefer to drink out of, you know, the can or the bottle or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No.
Yeah. That's had like a road trip 10,000 miles and been covered in, you know, schmutz. But I'll take that over anything that you've been drinking out of.
Yeah. No fooling.
So we're settled into this Airbnb for, I don't know, either for like maybe 5 days, I think 4 days, 5 days.
Yeah.
And so we went. So we've been, you know, so we played Schmenga and had some fun there, and then, you know, we went. I'm trying to think. We went out to dinner one night at this place. It was very good and so forth. But so we get back from dinner. It's late, you know. So when you're out and about, you know, normally I would eat at a normal time, but whenever you're out, you always end up later than you think. And so we all roll in. You know, it's in the evening. Let's say like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night or something like that. And then we're going to play some games or whatever. So everybody goes to get comfortable, right? Because we've been, you know, it's freezing outside, for Christ's sake. You're all bundled up. And so you go get your sweatpants on and what have you. So everybody's got a bedroom and whatnot. So we all split up and going to go get comfortable. So So my wife and I were in what would be the master bedroom, which was really quite spacious and so forth.
Yeah.
And so I had to take a whiz. I go into the bathroom to take my whiz, and my wife goes in to get changed. And then her I don't know if you mentioned, her brother's with us, and it's like a big family thing. And so it's a big enough area where you don't have to shut all the doors because you can't really see from room to room and everything.
Right.
And so all these doors are open, and I hear her brother in the other room go, "Hey, I found a safe." Okay?
Yeah.
So then I'm taking a leak.
Yeah.
Kids are doing stuff. "Hey, I found a safe. What the hell is that?" And then my wife is screaming.
Oh, no.
A mouse comes running. A mouse comes running into the master suite past, like I'm down like a little hallway to the master, like there's a hallway with like walk-in closet things, and then there's the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm down that hallway taking a whiz in the middle of the whiz, and I hear my wife screaming,
The
"Mouse,
middle of the
mouse!" And she's dancing around in her underwear. So apparently the mouse, I didn't see it, and I'm like, I have to finish peeing. There's at this point, I am committed to
Yeah, you
peeing.
have to.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you
I'm
have
at
to.
the end of of
Yeah.
having drank a bunch of stuff or something. So I gotta pee, and I'm like, but I hate mice. I mean, if there's anything worse than my problems with Airbnb, it's a mouse.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
and so I'm like, I finished peeing, and they're still screaming, and my
Yeah.
wife's like, I'm like, well, where'd it go? And she's like, under the bed. I'm like, oh my god, I can't
Oh.
sleep in this bed now. A
Oh.
mouse in there. And so then we get the broom, she gets dressed, and we get the broom, and like we have clothes everywhere, so it's like there's got to be a mouse in these clothes. And so then it became the whole mouse hunt for the evening.
Oh my
That was the
God.
game, is the mouse hunt. And so we're like, flipping things over with the broom and trying
Oh
to.
my God.
So then we couldn't find the mouse.
Yeah.
So apparently my brother-in-law saw the safe, made a noise. This mouse shoots out of his room across the hallway into our room, and then all chaos breaks loose. I never saw it, but I mean, I had
Oh my
two,
God.
good witnesses. So then my wife's
Yeah.
like, "Get your clothes back on because we're going down to the store to get some mouse traps." So then I had to trot back out in the cold
Oh
and
Christ.
go down to the store to get.
No. No.
We went to the
Sorry.
Dollar General because the regular store was closed. Had to go all the way out to the Dollar General to get some mouse traps for the night.
Oh
So
jeez.
then I did that, come back, and then we set these mouse traps up, and I couldn't sleep. I swear to God, I not slept a wink that night
No.
because I'm like, God, this fucking mouse. At that point, everything had been
Y-
picked up.
Yeah.
This fucking mouse is gonna dance across my face while I'm
Yeah.
sleeping in somebody else's bed, which I'm already got the skeevies going on.
He's probably been crawling on that Jenga set, I
Yeah,
bet.
exactly.
Yeah. Peeing and
Pissed all
pooping.
over the Jenga set.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
my
touching it,
God.
rubbing your face.
Oh my God. And this was like the middle of the stay. We're not anywhere near the
Yeah.
end of the stay at this point. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle this.
Yeah.
I was just crawling in my skin. I just could not handle it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, my wife, so we stay up, and she writes to the Airbnb people.
Your house is
She's like,
horrible.
yeah, there's a mouse in, just what they want to hear. There's a mouse in the Airbnb. They go, yeah, it's really cold outside. Sometimes that happens.
We won't charge extra.
Yeah, we won't charge extra for your
Oh,
mouse
well,
excitement.
was your wife trying to get like a free night? We're owed a free night from it.
No, I don't know. She was just like telling them because it was obviously very disconcerting. So
My husband, the man,
yeah,
refuses to get it.
refuses to get the mouse. Yeah, I'm like this. I couldn't. I had to look. I had to like have my phone flashlight going every time I got out of the bed.
Oh, father.
Oh, it's like, oh my God, this mouse. It's just one more thing, to drive me onto the edge here.
Yeah.
So we spent the rest of the time with a mouse somewhere in that house. We never did
God.
find it or see it again, but there's a mouse there, and it had the joy
Gross.
of scaring the piss out of some people. I was already peeing, so
Yeah.
But one last thing here before to just kind of wrap up the whole experience was we went on the Stanley Hotel is there. If people don't know, the Stanley Hotel was the model for the movie The Shining, the lookout I think it was called the Lookout Hotel.
Yeah.
But that's where Stephen King stayed back in the
Right.
70s to get his inspiration for The Shining. And they do ghost tours because it is a really old hotel. It was built turn of the century.
Right.
If you ever go there, it's a fantastic place just to visit. You can go visit the hotel. You can't go up to the guest rooms unless you pay, but you can look around the grounds and kind of the common area. So we've been on this tour before, but my son wanted to go on it again, so we went on the ghost tour for the Stanley.
Right.
And actually, I think it was after that where we saw the mouse. But anyway, so they have like tour guides and everything. So they're constantly doing these tours, especially in the evening. And so we get into our tour group, which is, about, 15 people or so. And we get our tour guide. And normally it's usually a person of, certain age, or it's either older
retirement
person, or a younger person. And they kind of tell spooky stories, and it's kind of fun. And you wander around the main areas of the hotel, and they tell you about stuff that's happened, and stuff related to the book, and other stuff that's happened to them. Even. Oh my gosh! So we get this woman who doesn't look that old, but apparently she's close to retirement age or something.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it was a character from Kristen Wiig on Saturday Night Live.
Oh.
It was such a kooky woman.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi. I'm your tour guide tonight. Hi. I hope you're all going to enjoy the tour. And
is it Crispin Glover?
No, it's a woman. But she was so weird. And then she would walk up by you and be like, unlike you standing there was a ghost. And my son leans over to me while we're doing this tour, and he's like, this is the most unscary thing I've ever been to.
That sucks.
But she was so wacky and kooky.
I'm the ghost.
That it was like, it took you totally out of the space. You know what I mean? It was I don't know. Like I said, it would be like having the Kristen Wiig lady with the tiny hands do the ghost tour or something. It was so bizarre. She was so strange. I can't. You just can't imagine. I wish I could have recorded it, but they don't allow recording on there. And she was just so wacky, and then she would say, "The only two things that I, that visit me are Jesus and my little Asian angel."
Oh boy.
She's talking. Everything was like, well, there's the ghost here. His name's Herman, and Jesus are the only two people that come to me in this room. And I'm like, oh my god,
that's weird.
It's so weird. And she's like, my guardian angel, who's a little Asian man. And I'm like, what does that got to do with anything?
Gerard.
Oh my gosh, it was just so bizarre. It was so bizarre.
That is weird.
Yeah, it was. She was kind of funny in a weird way, but not. It didn't fit the mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so bizarre the way that she did the tour, and my son goes, "We've went on this before, and it was really good." And she's taken that memory and destroyed it.
Who wants to meet my friend?
Yeah. My friend, the little Asian man. But she was just like, oh my gosh, it was just so bizarre. I just couldn't fathom who would make the decision to think, hey, this is who we need as our tour guide.
I like to run B&Bs on the side.
Yeah, really, exactly. No, the crazy thing, every time I stay at one of those B&Bs, I look up, and these things are like $400,000, $500,000, $600,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're not updated at all. It's like, if they were to actually put some money into this thing, it would be like, $2 million house.
It sounds like a lot nicer than that place you had on was it Cape Cod or wherever you guys went to.
Oh yeah,
Or
the one where I had to
you
lean
couldn't.
in,
Yeah, you had to lean in to go whiz and
lean
stuff.
in and take a whiz. Yeah, I was too tall for the bathroom there. I couldn't even get in
Yeah,
that shower.
yeah, that was
I
a
went.
dump.
Yeah, I couldn't fit. I literally was too tall for the shower and too tall to use the
Yeah.
toilet, which
Jesus.
is weird. Yeah, that
Oh,
was the Cape Cod house. But the
yeah.
funny thing is, my son names them all. So like, we stayed in one in near Death Valley, and he
Uh,
called that Grandma's place. And
yeah.
we pull into this Airbnb and get situated, and we're sitting down, and he goes, "Well, thank God, Mom got us this funeral home to stay in."
Oh, you little smartass.
So that this
Excuse
one
me.
became named the funeral home, and now, but then we had to change it to the Mouse House
Mouse house.
because the mouse came running out. Yeah, but
Skid.
scared as a mouse. Oh my! I can't stand. I don't. Everybody makes fun of me. I cannot stand mice.
I, I'm surprised your brother-in-law. I wasn't he kind of a sporty kind of guy. I'm surprised he didn't get down there like I'll murder it. I don't care.
No, he didn't care. He's like, I'll sleep. It can run over me. I don't care.
Oh, he's just like totally not even phased. Like, yeah,
Totally not phased at all. He conked right
it's in
out.
your room. It's in your room, so I'm not
Yeah,
worried
he
about
didn't. He
it.
doesn't care. Oh, I got. There's a real quick funny story on him. So he is kind of a burly guy. He shaves his head, right? So he's a bald
Yeah.
headed guy. But on his trip out to Denver, I'm trying to remember where he had to go, but anyway, he was sitting in the airport having a drink, having a beer, and this guy was like going off on whoever was working, because there was like one person working at this restaurant in the
Yeah.
airport, and was just going off on him and being a nuisance. And finally, they walk away, and then the person finishes up with other people and comes out. To wipe tables or whatever, and gets over by him, and she goes, "Hey, are you the air marshal?" He looks like one. He totally looks like a cop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's not, but he totally looks
Yeah.
like your
Like
typical.
military,
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
cop looking kind of dude. Yeah.
So anyway, that was the joke. The whole vacation was, "Hey, are you the air marshal?" Because they have all these undercover air marshals nowadays. That
Yeah.
fly with
Right.
them.
Yeah. No
And
fooling.
he's just a
Yeah.
guy who looks like that, flying by himself. And yeah, so we call it now. He's the air marshal. Hey, you the air marshal?
I believe I'm Oh.
So it's funny. Oh my gosh, it's so ridiculous.
Nice.